Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. That hit the opera on you nuggers. Last night game, man. Udonis Haslem came on the court for a few minutes. Did good. To be 40 and not playing a while, did great. I think this is last season, so they want him to go out with a bang. And he went out with a bang. He got into it with Dwight Howard and pushed Dwight Howard and got thrown out the game. I was like, Haslem, man, what are you doing? Ariza already was finna put that work to Embiid. I be trying to tell y'all, Embiid better chill out. Ariza throw hands. Ariza's about that. Ariza do not care. Ariza was finna go over there and slap them because he rolled in, because when Joel fell, he did a roll over into Ariza's ankle. And then I guess Ariza said something. Well, no, Ariza was sitting down, and then Embiid was just, I guess he saw Ariza saying something about him or looking at him, and then he said something. And then Ariza got up off the bench. They had to restrain him because if he comes on the court, he'll be suspended for a game or two. So basically, once that happened, he was finna get subbed in. They were about to go at it. They had to break it up. Last night was showing you, see, everybody was focused on the fights and the sin. Reggie Miller was speaking. See, this is when I like Reggie, when LeBrownies isn't on. Because Reggie actually knows the game. This is why I tell people Reggie is one of the best two guards to ever play the game. He's a guy who was an alpha. He was not a beta. He was far from it. He talked trash. He'll fight you too. He didn't care. Michael Jordan came at him. He tried to go give it to Mike. They breaking him up, pushing him to the side. He like, man, F that. And then he got thrown out, but Mike didn't get thrown out. And that's when everybody knew, oh, okay. And so then they suspended him next game to try to make it up. But it's like, you should have ejected him that game. But like Reggie said, well, when it comes to Michael Jordan, nothing happens. But in this game here, I kept telling everybody, the Miami Heat are very physical and they're defensively good. Yeah, they grabbed Oladipo. Now, would I have wanted them to get James Harden? I love James Harden, but James Harden would not have fit in Miami. And the reason why he wouldn't have fit was because James is sensitive. James isn't a guy who you're going to say or talk to any kind of way. Jimmy Butler will talk to you any kind of way. He don't give a damn who you are. If you're the best player on the team or you're not the best player on the team. Jimmy Butler is all alpha. James Harden is not an alpha. He's a beta. And he went to the right place because Kyrie and them will let James be who he is. Kyrie's not going to piss him off. Kyrie is an alpha. He's an alpha dog. But with the Heat are showing you, if Robinson and Hero and Ariza and those guys and Bam, if they go off, they're good. Jimmy Butler doesn't need to drop 40 points or 50 points. That's not his game. He don't need to do that. Jimmy Butler, when it's time to play, all he needs is them guys to get him to the fourth quarter. If you get Jimmy to the fourth quarter, Jimmy will take over. There's no stopping it. But that game yesterday showed you what could have been if you had Jimmy on the team instead of no shot or no J. Ben Simmons. And we've been saying this. Everyone's like, well, he don't have to shoot the... Yes, you do. Because what happens is this. Because of your non-shooting ass, they are able to crowd the paint. And they can guard everybody else. They're trying to keep him down in the post at times and then beat up top. And that's why I kept saying you had to trade one of them. Now, Ben did a fadeaway last game and everybody was like, oh my God, he did a fadeaway. It's like, Look, man, Ben Simmons is not that guy, okay? The Sixers showed you when you put pressure on them, it's going to be hard to win. And I told you guys, when the playoffs start, you're going to see a lot of different things because now that team can focus on you. When it gets to the second round, that's when it's going to get thick. That's when we're going to see what's going on. But would I have traded for James Harden to be on the Heat? Absolutely. I would have made it work. Even though it might not, but I still would have made it work because Victor Oladipo, that's been his problem. Victor Oladipo can play, but he is always hurt. And now he cost himself some money because he didn't take that deal the Pacers were giving him. He bet on himself and he lost. That's why I said, look. That's why I said, man, take that money. Because if you're injury prone, I'm taking that deal. And then, because think about it. If you come back and you outplay that deal, you can hit the market again. See, these guys here, you see, Oladipo's not a healthy guy. He doesn't stay healthy. He's made of glass. But that's going to hurt. But Miami, I wish they would have kept, Miami, I think they'll be fine. They got the pieces. I think Achua is hurt. I got to see because they're going to need Achua in the playoffs to come in when Bam is down. They sit Bam down. Achua come in there. He's a big body. He's a big body center. I think he's 6'10", 11, or 7 foot. He gives problems to the opposition. But last night showed you the physicality that Miami's going to bring. And Miami's going to do that same physicality to Brooklyn. They're going to do the same thing to Milwaukee. And they're going to do the same thing to everybody they play. They're a tough team. They're hard-nosed. All of them are rugged. All of them will whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? But last night was showing you the difference between real basketball and that fakeness. These guys really had a disdain for one another. You know, Jimmy don't like them because of Ben Simmons, but he don't like Ben Simmons. It's just like that time Cat tried to talk trash and Jimmy was like, dude, I already punked you once. Don't make me punk you again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to stay in your zone. And he does. He needs to stay in his zone. But the thing about the Miami Heat is Tyler Hero is starting to wake up. Him and Robinson are waking up and getting hot at the right time. This is what they did last year in the bubble. They got hot at the right time, and they did what they did. Now, do I think they're going to a championship this year? I don't think so. But you can't rule them out. They play defense. They move the ball. They go with the hot hand. So that can mess you up. And then down the stretch, Jimmy Butler is as clutch as anybody. I'm putting my money on Jimmy for the clutch. So, you know. We will see. But also, we've got to stop this comparison of Tebow and Kaepernick. Kaepernick got a shot. Kaepernick could have gone. He could have gone and got a job and a tryout. Kaepernick, dumbass, took the money. They gave him the money. He took the money and he ran. He used us for our pain. He got a lot of players blackballed out the league, and he didn't step up to the plate when he was supposed to. Kaepernick is fake. I keep telling y'all this. Cino has told you this. A lot of people have told you this. This guy's fake. The dude got beat out by Blaine Gabbert. He got mad and wanted to leave. Chip Kelly was going to give him a shot again. And he was like, I don't want to play with Chip Kelly. And this is all documented. This is on you can go look this up now. I remember it like yesterday. But my thing I keep asking black people, why didn't Kaepernick have this same stance when he went to the Super Bowl? Why wasn't he in touch with his inner blackness then? Kaepernick has always been in touch with the white side of his family and the white side of himself. He never really cared for the black side. Kaepernick was a biracial that catered more to his white side of the family. Kaepernick, that's what I'm saying. Dak Prescott, he's biracial, but Dak Prescott hung with the brothers. Dak chills with the brothers. You can tell a biracial guy who chills more towards the black folks. And that's who Dak does. That's who Dak gravitates to. Pat Mahomes, as much as I love him, he caters to the white side of his family. He's not in touch with the black side of his family. So you have to be careful when you're putting your faith in biracials. Biracial people only care about themselves. That's it. They always play victim. They're always crying, talking about, well, it was hard for me because, you know, the black side thinks I'm not black enough, and then the white side, you know, they were a little nicer to me, but I'm not good enough to sit at the table. My thing is this: if you're biracial, you have not had it harder than a dark-skinned brother in America. I don't want to hear it. I'm light-skinned, but I'm not biracial. I'm light-skinned, but I am black. But I and others who are light-skinned have not had it hard as a dark-skinned or dark-skinned sister, a dark-skinned brother, a dark-skinned sister has in America. I don't want to hear that crap. You guys can be delusional all you want. Y'all can cry victim. And I don't have a problem with biracial people. I have some cousins that are biracial. I have family members who are biracial. I don't have no problem with them. You know, have they gone through something? Absolutely they have. And it's a struggle because they're right. One side of the family, you're not black enough. The other side, you're good. We'll give you a place to stay, but you can't sit at the table. You're not white enough. You're still seen as a Negro. As a Negro. So, but I'm just saying, overall, you got to look at the big picture. And you guys don't look at the big picture. You guys only pick when you want to look at it. Cap or fake took the money and ran. He used our pain. He used everything about our culture and people, what we're going through, to get a big come up. He got his money. He got to deal with Nike to sell shoes. He's worth over, I think, $100 million or something like that. I'm not sure. I gotta look it up. But he's good. He didn't sacrifice nothing. See, you guys don't understand. When you're an activist or you're into that stuff, you don't get paid. You rarely get a donation. You're doing this out the kindness of your heart. A lot of guys are out there, they're broke and they got family at home, but they're out there pushing the good fight because they believe. They're out there trying to make changes. But you got all these brothers out here who praising these bums in the league who always front and center when they talk about an issue, but they never there to get their hands dirty. Same goes for these fake ass CEO guys who used to be rappers. You guys have got to wake up, man, and smell the damn coffee and stop falling for this BS that people are just giving you. You act like people really give a damn about you. They don't. People want to use you for your pain. They want to use you to see how far they can get. That's what they want to do. They use sports to bring us together, but they also use sports to keep us down as well. When we're done playing the game, we can't go we can't go anywhere. We can't do nothing. We can't be an owner, we can't be a head coach, we can't be an assistant coach. It's a travesty how we can't run our own thing. And I also agree with Byron Scott is that NBA and NFL players need to speak up when it comes to the hiring of black coaches. They need to. If more of them speak up for wanting black coaches, we can see a lot of change. It can't just be one person or two people or just the people out here who wants it done. They gotta want change, and you gotta want change. Stop following these false idols and prophets. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this, hit the notification bell to select all to receive notifications. And if you like what you hear, you can donate to my page. You can cash at me at the word welcome, the number 2, and then HDIITV. Thank you for listening, and we're out. Deezy.